Hi guys, my name is CohhCarnage here with another Thoughts video, this time on Warframe. Warframe is a game that I skipped for years. I played Warframe a long time ago. When I played it, there was not much of a tutorial. I was playing it only for an hour. I didn't really get too involved with it. And frankly, when I was done with my hour, I was left feeling like it was a kind of decent farming game, but it really didn't grab me that much. And honestly, I didn't even really look at the game for another few years. Over the years, people have been telling me that Warframe has been getting better. I continually ignored them like a jerk. And I just never tried it. And then finally, earlier this year, somebody told me, like, look, seriously, Warframe has been under 5 years of development. You need to check this game out. There's a lot of stuff in there you don't know about. And I said, you know what? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to try Warframe. I'm going to see what it's like. Don't expect much. I'm going to maybe put in 10 hours max, and then I'm going to be done with it. I put in over 200 hours that month in Warframe. Warframe, let's start with what is Warframe. Warframe is a first-person shooter farming game. It is a free-to-play game, so just as a quick note, if you like what you hear in this video, first of all, wait until the very end, because I have a link for you. But if you like what you hear in this video, keep in mind that this is free, so if you are even slightly interested in trying it, you should give it a try. Also, I called it first person, but it's actually third person. It's a third-person adventure farming game. But anyway, what Warframe is it's kind of similar to games like Destiny or Path of Exile in a lot of ways. Basically, you are a Warframe, which is kind of like your class. Your missions are based on beginning to end adventures that usually have randomized levels with all sorts of different loot in them. There are tons of different frames. There's, I think, 36 different frames, many with prime variants. Each frame comes with 4 different, generally very unique abilities that you can level up. All frames can be modded as well. There's an extensive modding system where you collect mods, you level mods, you then combine them to different effects. There are melee weapons, which there are a plethora of, all with their different ways to be used, all with the different mod configurations. There are a ton of different range weapons, secondary weapons. There are bots and animals that you can get to go with you. It's a very large game, and one that has not only been under the 5 years of development, but at this point has tons of different mechanics that make it an extremely enjoyable experience. The big thing about Warframe, though, that I didn't understand, and I certainly didn't know, and honestly is one of the things that kind of sold me on the game, is how much love and care is in the Warframe world. When I first played Warframe, I thought it was just kind of a slapped together world, like cybernetic space ninjas. Really? I thought the whole thing was kind of like, this can't be something that's real. Like, this has to be just some kind of like, just something to rip as much money as they can from people, right? Like, it couldn't be real. But then I played through it. And specifically, I played through the main quests, what are now called the cinematic quests. And not only did it become abundantly clear to me that this is a painstakingly detailed and constructed world, but the quests in this game actually rival single-player RPG experiences that I've had. Especially when you start getting into quests like Second Dream, War Within, Chains of Horror, The Sacrifice. There was a quality of single-player care in this game. And I should not necessarily single-player, because you can do them with other people. The game is up to 4-player multiplayer. But they put in a level of kind of story and narrative that I never expected in this game. And frankly, that has now become the backbone that has kind of led me through the rest of this experience. It's important to mention that I said I had 200 hours in this game earlier. That's nothing compared to the amount of time you can spend in this game. The way that the game works is that your levels and frames can be leveled up to 30. In many cases, you can then do something called formatting them, which increases their power, but then you have to re-level them. But all of that leveling transmits to something called your MR, or Master Rank. You can get Master Rank 25, but that means that you have not only obtained every weapon and frame in the game, but then you have leveled every frame in the game up to level 30. There are players with thousands of hours in this game that are not MR 25. And that says 2 important things. One, it shows you that if you do like this game, there is a massive amount of content in it. Massive. And 2, it shows that not only is there a massive amount of content in it, but this content is good enough to keep many, many, many people connected for thousands of hours. And keep in mind, this is a free-to-play game. So it's pretty incredible and speaks pretty highly to it. Now, before I continue, I do think it's kind of important to mention that you understand the pay components of this game. This game is not pay to win. It is a free-to-play game. There is nothing you can purchase in the game to make you stronger. You can't buy a weapon that somebody who doesn't put money into the game can't buy. You can't buy things that like potions that increase your power. There's no power increasing things you can pay for. So it is not pay to win. However, there are two very important things to keep in mind. You can buy boosters. So boosters that increase your XP gain, your resource gain, things like that. Not pay to win, but some people do have some reservations with systems like that. So it's important that you understand that's in the game. And two, it is pay to progress. So what pay to progress means is that whenever you build an item, whenever you're constructing a new frame, constructing a new weapon, it takes X amount of time. And in some cases that can be days, hours to days. You can pay platinum, which is the in-game currency that you can purchase with real money, to speed up that process. Or in some cases, you can pay platinum to bypass that process. So if you're somebody that really wants a frame, but that particular frame takes anywhere from 10 to 30 hours of grinding, and yes, some do, and some take even more than that, you can spend the equivalent of real money platinum into that frame and just buy it outright. Now, many people love that system because it means people like parents, it means people that are in the military, people that don't have a lot of time to play the game, but want to play a specific frame, they can just pay money and do that, and that's great. Also, it's important to mention that like me, you can basically not pay for anything. I have not bought a single weapon. I have not bought a single frame. I have rushed many things, so I have paid to speed up the building process. But all the farming and stuff that I have to do for the frames, outside of some prime frames, it's important to mention, I've completely done by myself, and you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. So that's important to mention. Platinum, the in-game currency, is also used for things like weapon slots and frame slots, so you can hold more weapons and more frames. But you don't, again, you don't necessarily need to do that. And also it's important to mention that platinum is an in-game currency as well. So you can actually get items in the games, particularly like rare mods, and you can sell those to other players for platinum. So even if you don't put a penny into the game, there are still ways that you can get platinum onto your account, which will then let you, well, do whatever you want with it. Like get weapon frames or weapon slots, prime slots, even buy frames and weapons if you want to do that. So that's important to mention. So anyway, that's really all I have to say about this game. I really can't recommend that people give this game a try. Like I said, I passed this game for 3 years. And when I finally really sat down and gave it the old college try, I ended up falling in love with it. And now I'm somebody who plays Warframe at least once a week. I'm extremely excited for the upcoming Fortuna expansion, Railjack, new quests, new frames. You're basically going to be seeing me in this game a lot as we move forward. Basically, anytime there's new stuff to see or do. And I still have a lot to do as it is. A lot of, like today, I just spent the last 2 hours leveling up frames that I had and just experimenting with new classes. It was a lot of fun. So it's pretty cool. Now, before I go, I would be remiss not to mention there is a referral link you can sign up through if you'd like to help support me, because it refers through me. And also, more importantly, if you sign up through the link, you get a free 7-day experience booster. Just totally free. The game's free anyway. So if you go to cohh.tv/warframe, just cohh.tv/warframe, that'll take you to the referral link. It's only for new accounts. So if you're already playing the game, don't worry about it. You're good to go. You're fine. And yeah, pretty awesome. Also, as a quick note, and this goes for anyone, even if you've been playing Warframe for years, you can redeem our glyph in-game by putting in CohhCarnage in all caps into the marketplace under redeem code, and that'll give you our logo that you can then not only use for your profile, but also spray paint all over the world at your discretion. So yeah, Warframe, 2 big thumbs up for me. It is a fantastic experience. I'm super glad my community convinced me to try it. Thank you again for that, guys. And yeah,
to the fold, Tenno.
Hope to see you in game as we come to explore new content and go down the road. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next Thoughts video.